Sarah, do you like watching movies?
Yes, I love watching movies. It is one of my favorite things to do.
That's great, because today we are going to talk about something very useful. We are going to talk about movies that can help you learn English.
Oh, I love this topic. Movies are a wonderful way to learn a new language.
Exactly. Many people watch movies just for fun, but movies can also teach you new words, new sentences, and even how native speakers really talk.
That is so true. When I was learning English, movies helped me a lot.
Really? Tell us more about that.
Well, at first, I watched movies with subtitles in my own language, but slowly I started using English subtitles instead.
That's a smart method.
Yes, and after some time, I did not need subtitles at all.
Wow, that is amazing progress.
Thank you. So today, what movies are we going to talk about?
Today we have 6 great movies. 3 movies are perfect for beginners, and 3 movies are perfect for intermediate learners.
That sounds perfect. Let's start with the beginner movies.
Great idea. If you are enjoying this episode so far, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, it really helps us make more episodes for you.
Okay, let's begin. The first beginner movie is called Finding Nemo.
Oh, I love Finding Nemo. It is such a sweet movie.
Yes, Finding Nemo is an animated movie about a small fish.
Can you tell our listeners more about the story?
Sure, the small fish gets lost in the ocean, far away from his home.
Oh no, that sounds scary for a small fish.
Yes, it is scary, but the most beautiful part of the story is his father.
What does the father do?
The father starts an epic journey across the ocean to find his son.
Wow, that sounds like a very emotional story.
It really is, and this movie is perfect for beginners because the English is slow and clear.
That is very helpful for new learners.
Yes, the characters use simple words and short sentences.
What kind of words can learners expect to hear?
You will hear everyday words like swim, find, help, and family.
Those are very useful words for beginners.
Exactly. Let's give an example sentence from this type of movie.
Great idea.
A simple sentence could be, I need to find my son.
That is a very natural sentence. People use need to a lot in daily English.
Yes, that is a useful expression.
Can you explain need to a little more?
Of course, need to means something is necessary. For example, I need to go to work.
Oh, I understand now. Can we try another example?
Sure, she needs to study English every day.
That is a perfect example.
Great. Now let's move to the second beginner movie.
What is the second movie?
The second beginner movie is Toy Story.
Oh, I grew up watching Toy Story.
Same here. It is a very fun adventure movie.
Can you tell us about the story?
Yes, the movie is about toys that secretly come to life.
That sounds so magical.
It is. The toys go on adventures, but only when humans are not watching.
That is such a creative idea for a story.
Yes, and it is very entertaining for both children and adults.
Why is this movie good for English learners?
Because the dialogue is simple, fun, and easy to follow.
What kind of vocabulary will learners hear?
You will hear words like toy, adventure, friend, and help.
Those are very common words in everyday English.
Exactly. Let's practice a sentence.
Okay, I'm ready.
We need to help our friend.
That is a nice sentence, simple but useful.
Yes, this type of sentence structure is very common in spoken English.
What about listening skills? Does this movie help with listening?
Definitely. The characters speak clearly, which is perfect for training your ear.
That is very helpful for beginners like me before.
Yes, and don't forget, you can pause the movie and repeat sentences after the characters.
Oh, that is a great tip. It's called shadowing, right?
Yes, exactly. Shadowing means repeating what you hear immediately.
That is a wonderful technique for pronunciation.
It really helps you sound more natural.
Okay, what is the third beginner movie?
The third beginner movie is Stuart Little.
Oh, I remember this movie. It's about a small mouse.
Yes, exactly. Stuart Little is a small, talking mouse.
That sounds adorable.
It is very cute. In the story, the mouse is adopted by a human family.
Oh, that is sweet. How does the story continue?
Stuart tries to fit in with his new family and his new life.
That sounds like a heartwarming story.
Yes, it really is. And again, the English in this movie is very beginner-friendly.
What vocabulary can we learn from this movie?
Words like family, home, brother, and adopt.
Those are important words, especially for talking about family life.
Exactly. Let's make an example sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
He wants to fit in with his new family.
That is a nice sentence. Can you explain fit in?
Sure, fit in means to feel comfortable and accepted in a group.
Oh, that makes sense now. Can you give another example?
Yes, it was hard for her to fit in at her new school.
That is very clear now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So these are our 3 beginner movies, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, and Stuart Little.
All 3 sound perfect for someone starting their English journey.
Yes, they are slow, clear, and full of everyday vocabulary.
What about you listening at home? Have you watched any of these movies?
Please write your answer in the comments below. We would love to know. Now let's move to the intermediate movies.
I'm excited for this part.
The first intermediate movie is Home Alone.
Oh, I love Home Alone. It is a classic.
Yes, it's a comedy about a clever young boy.
What happens to him?
His family accidentally leaves him behind when they go on a trip.
Oh no, that sounds stressful but also funny.
It is very funny. The boy uses smart traps to protect his house from thieves.
That sounds so clever and entertaining.
Yes, and this movie is a little more advanced than the beginner movies.
Why is that?
The characters speak a bit faster and there are more expressions and jokes.
That makes sense. Comedy usually uses more natural, fast speech.
Exactly. This movie is great for practicing listening at a more natural speed.
What kind of vocabulary can learners pick up from this movie?
You will hear words like trap, protect, alone, and thief.
Those are useful and interesting words.
Let's try a sentence.
Okay,
He protected his house all by himself.
that is a strong sentence. Can you explain by himself?
Sure, by himself means alone without help from anyone else.
Oh, I understand. Can we hear another example?
Yes, she finished the project by herself.
That is very clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is also a great chance to talk about irregular verbs.
Oh, can you explain that a little more?
Of course, regular verbs add ed for the past tense, like walk becomes walked.
Okay, that is easy to understand.
But irregular verbs do not follow this rule. For example, leave becomes left, not leaved.
Oh, that is important to remember.
Yes, and in Home Alone, the boy is left alone at home. That's the irregular past tense of leave.
That is such a good example. Now I will always remember it.
Great, let's move to the second intermediate movie,
What is it?
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, this movie is very emotional.
Yes, it really is. It is an inspiring and emotional film.
What is the story about?
It is about a hard-working man who struggles with homelessness.
Oh, that sounds difficult.
Yes, but he fights to build a better life for his young son.
That is such a powerful story about love and determination.
Exactly. This movie teaches important life lessons, too.
Why is this a good movie for intermediate learners?
Because the vocabulary is more advanced. You'll hear words related to work, emotions, and daily struggles.
Can you give us some examples?
Sure, words like struggle, determination, hardworking, and opportunity.
Those are powerful words.
Yes, let's build a sentence together.
Okay, let's do it.
He never gave up, even when life was difficult.
That is such a motivating sentence.
Can you explain gave up for our listeners, Sarah?
Sure, give up means to stop trying. Gave up is the past tense.
That's correct. Can you give an example?
Yes, she never gives up on her dreams.
Perfect example, Sarah. This movie also helps learners understand emotional and inspiring English.
That is very important, especially for expressing feelings in English.
Exactly. Movies like this help you connect language with real emotions.
I completely agree. Emotional connection makes learning easier.
Now, let's talk about our last movie for today.
What is our final movie?
Forrest Gump.
Oh, this is such a famous movie.
Yes, it is a true classic. It is a profound movie.
What is the story about?
It is about a simple-minded but kind-hearted man.
That sounds like a beautiful character.
Yes, and he inadvertently experiences some of the most important historical events.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
It really is. And through his journey, he teaches valuable life lessons.
This movie sounds a little more advanced than the others.
Yes, you're right. The vocabulary and historical references are more complex.
What kind of vocabulary should learners expect?
Words like kind-hearted, journey, history, and lesson.
Those are great words for expanding vocabulary.
Let's create a sentence together.
Okay, I'm ready.
He taught everyone valuable lessons about life.
That is a beautiful sentence.
Can you explain the word valuable for our listeners, Sarah?
Sure, valuable means very important or useful.
Great explanation, Sarah. Can you give another example?
Yes, time is very valuable, so don't waste it.
Perfect example, Sarah.
Thank you. This movie is a wonderful choice for learners who want to understand deeper English.
I agree completely. It also helps learners understand storytelling and narration in English. So, to summarize, we have 3 beginner movies and 3 intermediate movies today.
Yes, for beginners, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, and Stuart Little.
And for intermediate learners, Home Alone, The Pursuit of Happyness, and Forrest Gump.
These movies are not only entertaining, but also very educational.
Exactly. Watching movies is one of the best ways to improve your English naturally.
What about you, listeners? What is your favorite English movie?
Please write your answer in the comments. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, and if you are enjoying this podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe.
It really helps us grow and create more helpful episodes for you.
Also, try watching one of these movies this week with English subtitles.
That is a great homework idea. Start with a beginner movie if you are new to English.
And if you already understand a lot, try an intermediate movie instead.
Great advice, Sarah. Learning should always match your current level.
Exactly. Slow progress is still progress.
Well said. Today was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed our conversation today.
Thank you everyone for listening.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye!